Hollywood. Here's the game where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is queen. It's The Joker's Wild.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new series here on the channel. We are doing The Joker's Wild. Yes, hopefully you all enjoy this. I know how much you all enjoyed the Jeopardy, most recent Jeopardy season we had on the channel. By the way, congrats once again to JD Romero on winning that Tournament of Champions. But we want to keep the trivia fountain flowing, so what better way to do that than with some Joker's Wild? And while some things may be slightly different, there is one thing that's always the same, which is, of course, Lucy's waiting for us at the very end of the show. But we don't have to worry about Lucy right now. Right now, let's introduce our players that are going to be joining us for our first game of Joker's Wild here on the channel. Please welcome Russ Bielfeld and Scott Michaels. Alright, so both of you, welcome to the Joker's Wild here. And Russ, Russ, the last time you were on the channel was when you played my Jeopardy episode that one time. How have things been since then?
Good.
Good. Yes. You like and I understand you like doing the daily Wordles. How's that going for you?
Well, my streak is still going strong. Almost at 550 in a row.
It's a lot longer than my streak. I'm just like I think I'm like a day short of a full calendar year or something like that at the time of taping.
Nice.
Anyways, best of luck to you today, Russ. And playing against you today is Scott Michaels. Hi, Scott.
I know this is Snoop Dogg's Joker's Wild, but fucking hell, my house has so much smoke in it. Shit.
What did you do, Scott?
I don't know, I think Snoop Dogg's in the basement.
God.
Well, anyways, Scott, you just recently graduated college, so how'd that go for you?
Good, real good. Was definitely fun. Felt nice to actually have a ceremony that was just in and out. So yeah, I am officially graduated, and what's next, I don't know. But I do hope a win at Joker's Wild is next.
Well, we'll see what happens. And as Scott pointed out, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing the Snoop Dogg version of the Joker's Wild here instead of the classic version that you've been used to seeing practically everywhere on YouTube from a lot of people in our game show community. But anyways, let's show you the categories that we're going to be playing with in today's game of the Joker's Wild. Africa, baseball, the Beatles, Canada,
God.
math, and Nintendo. Now, unlike on the classic Joker's Wild, where we play to a certain score, we'll be playing 3 full rounds here. Whichever one of you has the most money at the end of the third round will be the winner, and of course earn the right to face Lucy. Now, in the event of a tie at the end of round 3, then we will continue play until we have a clear winner. Alright, Russ, you are on my left, so you have the honor of spinning first. Good luck to both of you.
Okay. Doink.
Baseball, the Joker, and Africa. Now, I'll also remind you that in this round, singles are worth 200, doubles are 400, triples are 600, and of course, jokers, like the one that Russ just spun, are worth $1,000. So, Russ, what would you like to pick?
Not a big fan of baseball, so I'm going to take Africa for the double.
All right, Africa it is. All right.
Oh,
Oh, it's supposed to be Africa for the double, which is 400.
Oh, oops.
He has a Joker ding-a-ling.
good job.
Well, that's already my first screw up.
Nice one, smart ass.
Yeah, I bet you won't be the last either.
Anyways, Russ, here's your clue in the category of Africa. And just for the record, I'll credit you with an extra $200 after this. Anyways, Russ, your question is, how many Olympics have been hosted in Africa? Again, how many Olympic Games have been hosted in Africa?
I think this is a trick question. I think the answer is 0.
You are right.
Ooh.
All right,
Good spot.
Scott, it's your spin.
All right, triple jokers right now. Go.
Math, Joker, and Joker.
Yeah. I guess math all the way. Please don't delete any of the jokers. And yeah, I'll go math for the triple.
All right, so Joker and math.
Just press continue
Oh, all right.
for 600.
All right, so this is for $600 here, Scott. And here is your question in the category of math. What is the largest 3-digit prime number?
Oh, prime number. Is it 103?
Way higher. Now, also, I should need to explain something else. Unlike on Classic Joker's Wild, if you give a wrong answer here, the opponent does not get a chance to steal. So, but in any case, Scott, you are incorrect. It is 997.
And I was thinking, damn it. I thought that was divisible by something. Whoops.
All right. Anyways, Russ, you have the next spin.
Boink.
Africa, Nintendo, and a Joker.
Let's stick with Africa. 400, not 200.
Okay.
And you still
Make
want
sure I
the
delete the
200.
right window this time.
He did it again.
Screw me.
Mark. You did it again.
You did it again, you fool!
Well, now I'm going to have to give him another 200. But anyways, Russ, here's the next question. What's the largest lake in Africa?
Largest lake in Africa. Yeah, I'll go with Lake Victoria.
Lake Victoria is right.
Really? At 800?
All right.
Yeah, he should be at 800 more.
I'm going to credit him with that at the end of the game. Relax. Scott, it's your spin.
Alright, spin it.
Right on.
Beatles, and math.
I don't. So let's try it. Beatles for 400.
Okay. There.
Yeah! He did a thing!
Let's see how long this lasts.
It is the first show, ladies and gentlemen. I'll point that out. Scott, your question in the Beatles is this. In what year did Paul McCartney announce that he was quitting the Beatles?
Oh, God. 1974.
You are 4 years too high. 1970.
Ah.
All right, Russ, we're back to you.
This is our first show, but it's quite our last.
Africa and the Jokers. Okay.
600 on Africa.
Leave it as. Yay!
Yay!
All right. Okay. All right, Russ, here is your question. South Africa completely surrounds what other African nation?
Damn it.
Yeah, Scott knows it.
Okay, that is going to be Lesotho.
And you are right for $600.
Well, shit.
All right. Now, before Scott spins, I'm just going to make note in my notebook beside me that I have to give Russ an extra $400 after. Scott, you're up.
Yeet.
Joker, Africa, and Joker.
Well, shit. I guess I'm taking Africa for 600.
Okay then. SpaceX was founded by what South African-born inventor?
That would be Elon Musk.
You are correct. Alright, Scott, you're on the board, and Russ, it's your spin.
Roll it.
Canada, Joker, and a Joker.
Okay, finally get to do something different. Canada for 600.
Okay.
Yay! He did it again! Yay!
Okay. Settle down there, Nels. Alright, Russ, on what date does Canada Day occur each year? We're looking for the exact calendar date.
Yeah, it just happened a few days ago, July 1st.
Yeah, you're right. And the last spin of the round goes to Scott.
You know, triple jokers would be nice. How yeet?
You're not going to get triple jokers, but you are going to get 2 Beatles and math.
I feel like I've seen this before.
No kidding.
Oh shit, let's try Beatles for 400 again.
Okay. Beatles for 400. Alright, Scott. What Beatle was also the original narrator for Thomas the Tank Engine?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh god. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say Ringo.
You are right, it is Ringo Starr. Narrated the first 2 seasons in the UK and also narrated the first season for the US as part of Shining Time Station. You are absolutely right. Okay.
If you would have missed that, Scott, I was going to come down the
All right.
after the
Now,
neck.
I will clarify here that Russ should actually have $2,000. Again, I will credit him that at the end. But Scott, your score is correct at 1,000. And also, Scott, you're starting round 2 because you're the lowest scorer. Now, in this round, the singles are 400, doubles are 800, triples are 1,200, and if you get the jokers are $2,000. So, let's go.
Spin them.
Joker! Now, Scott, unlike the classic Joker's Wild, this is just to add money. Where on the classic one, of course, you would be going for the win, but not here. This is to add $2,000, and of course, you do have the right to pick any category that you want.
Well, I mean, there's one category that sticks out like a sore thumb to me. Nintendo.
Of course.
Of course, you would go there. Alright, Scott, I would like to know, in what year was the Nintendo 64 officially released?
Oh, God. 1996?
You're right! Yep, and now here's a fun fact for you. Although it released in both Japan and the US in the same year, Japan actually got it 3 months, before North America did. Yeah, because in Japan it released in June of 1996. In North America, it came out in September of 1996. Alright, so with that said, Russ, you're up.
Well,
Africa, Canada, and Africa.
all right. Yep, right back to Africa for 800.
Okay, for $800. Okay, and we'll go right back here. And Russ, here is your question. What dish made from crushed durum wheat is a staple of Western Africa?
Ooh. Couscous? I have no
Yes,
idea.
you're right.
Oh, wow.
It is indeed couscous. And Scott, go.
Nice snag, Russ. Yeet.
Africa, Nintendo, and a Joker. Well, Scott, I forget where you want to go.
I'll go Nintendo for, what was the 2? 800?
800. Yep.
Yeah, it would be 800.
800. Nintendo for 800.
All right, another 800.
Yay! He did it!
Yes, I finally figured it out. Scott, which Nintendo game designer created Donkey Kong?
I'm gonna assume the same one as Mario, so Shigeru Miyamoto.
And your assumption is correct. And of that, Donkey Kong Bonanza is actually coming out next week, which I'm looking forward to very much. Russ, go ahead.
Rotate.
Joker, Beatles, and Nintendo.
I'll try the Beatles for 800.
Okay. So let's get rid of that, and there we go.
Yay.
Alright. So Russ, here's your question in the Beatles. Who was the producer for most of the Beatles albums?
Would be George Martin.
Correct. Alright. And Scott, here we go with your last spin in this round.
You know, just pull triple jokers again. That'd be pretty cool. Yeet.
Canada, Joker, and a Joker.
Boy. Well, I guess I'm taking all Canada for 1,200.
Okay, Canada for 1,200. So let's see. That's the C, I believe.
Yo.
Yes.
Oh God, Mark. Oh God.
Hey, I'm still. Like I said, this is my first time. Scott, what province is Toronto located in?
The last time too.
Shut up. What? Go
Scott,
ahead,
I'll
Mark.
repeat the question since Nels was kind of talking over that. What province is Toronto located in?
Toronto is in Ontario.
That's another $1,200. And Russ, here's your last spin of this round. Nintendo Joker.
Ooh.
Okay, well sure, let's try a Nintendo for 1,200.
Alright. Well, that won't quite be enough to overtake Scott, but it'll get you pretty close. Who founded Nintendo?
Well, I'm not sure if it was Shigeru Miyamoto or not, but I'm gonna try him again.
That one was actually not Miyamoto. It was Fusajiro Yamauchi.
Oh,
Bless
I'm
you.
not familiar with that name.
Alright.
What?
So, at the end of that round, Scott now has a lead at $5,000, and Russ, you're at 3,600, not 3,200. But you are starting round 3. Singles are 600, doubles 1,200, triples are 1,800, and the jokers, of course, are worth $3,000. So, some big money, potentially, if you should hit the triple jokers. And Russ, as I mentioned, you are trailing, so you spin first.
Oh,
Joker, Canada, and Canada. Well,
yeah. Sounds good. Canada for 1,800.
alright. For technically the lead, here is your question. What color is the sand on Prince Edward Island?
White?
No, it is red. It is a red color. Alright, Scott, go for it.
Interesting. Yeet.
Math, Canada, and a joker.
I'll do math with the Joker for 1,200.
Okay. Here is your question in math. Alright, Scott, what is the name for the branch of mathematics dealing with lengths and angles of triangles?
I feel like that's got to be trigonometry.
I feel you've got another $1,200. It's 6,200, and it's Russ's spin.
Oh,
Math. Oh! Look
well,
at
I
that.
do like math, so...
Well, I don't even need to ask you what category you want because this is an automatic math question for $1,800.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
here
that's fine
it
with
is
me.
for you, Russ. What do you call a number that can be formed by multiplying two smaller numbers?
could you repeat that question? You broke up a little bit.
What do you call a number that can be formed by multiplying two smaller numbers?
Hell, I sounds like you're doing. A product.
No. Composite number.
Oh, yeah, opposite of prime number,
All
of
right.
course.
So, Scott, your spin.
Damn, I would have said product 2. Spin it.
Joker, Canada.
Well, I guess I'll go Canada for the full load.
Okay, for the whole load. So, Scott, this is another $1,800 if you can answer this question correctly in Canada. All right. Scott, how many
Yes.
time zones does Canada have?
Oh my god. I literally just looked this up. Oh my god. Is it 6?
He says 6. All right, well, let's run through all of them. We've got Pacific, which is out in the West Coast. We've got Mountain, which covers Alberta. We've got Central, which covers Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and a portion of Ontario. We have Eastern, which is where I am. We have Atlantic, which covers New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island. And finally, Newfoundland's own time zone. That makes
Thank you.
6, and you're right.
Oh,
You're at 8,000, and Russ, you're up.
dear God.
Right. Well, I'm actually mathematically eliminated at this point, even with the extra 400. Even 3 jokers isn't going to be enough to pass, so go ahead and spin it.
Get some more
This is
money.
all- Yeah, this is all formality
Yeah,
here.
let's just get
Go
you
ahead.
some more money, though. Baseball, Joker, and a Joker.
Ooh.
Well, shit. Has to be baseball. I'm not a baseball fan. What the hell? If I go down, I'll go down in flames.
All right,
Baseball
well,
for
you can
18.
add another $1,800 anyway, Russ.
Bless you,
Nice job,
Peach.
Pete.
And I actually have not gotten to ask a baseball question yet all show, but I get to now. Which player is nicknamed the Sultan of SWAT?
Oh, well, thank you for giving me an easy one. Babe Ruth.
Yeah, you're right. So that gives you $5,400. Now, Scott, here's the deal. You have the win locked up at this point. But let's just see if we can get you some more money to go with that 8,000, shall we?
Hey, I'll take more money with it. Spin it.
Joker, Canada, and Beatles. Now, obviously, it's not going to matter here, but we do need a selection.
I want redemption on the Beatles, so let's go Beatles for 12.
Alright, for another $1,200. Now, again, this won't really matter since you've already won the game. But nonetheless, here is your Beatles question. Who was the original drummer for the Beatles?
Oh. Damn it, because I know it wasn't Ringo, because there was one before him. I can't think of his name.
Pete Best. Pete Best is
Yeah.
what you needed. But again, that does not matter because you are our first champion here at the Joker's Wild.
Good game, Ross.
Alright, so Scott, you're going to the bonus game of $8,000. Russ, it was terrific having you here. Did you have a nice time with us?
Of course I did.
Alright. Now it says $5,000 there, but keep in mind I did select the wrong windows on your first couple of times, so we're actually going to credit you with an extra $400 that you should have had, which means you're leaving us with $5,400.
Okay.
Alright, so congratulations on that. Scott, you're coming with me
Yes.
to face Lucy. Alright, and there we go. Alright, now first let me just make sure. Okay, I gotta put this up again. There we go. Alright, so $8,000. And here we go. Alright, Scott, our first champion for Snoop Dogg Joker's Wild. You got $8,000. We cannot take that away from you, but are you ready to try to win some more money?
You know, let's do it.
Alright, well first, we need to tell our viewers how we beat the game. And here's how we do it. If you see money amounts like what we have there, then obviously it gets added to the pot. We have dollar amounts from $300 to $1,500, and if a joker pops up like what you see in this third window here, then that adds another $2,000 extra for you. And those, yeah, there it is. Those jokers worth $2,000. And of course, if you get to $10,000 or more, we will bump that up to $50,000. And there's a little thing called Lucy right here in these three windows. You spin him up, and that will end the game. But as I said, any joker you spin up is an extra $2,000, and that obviously will not get taken away from you. So, Scott, let's try and beat Lucy, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. And
All right, triple jokers off the bat to get me 6 of the 10,000. Let's go.
All right. 1,000, and a joker. All right, $4,500.
I'm already in striking distance. Let's go.
1,420, and another joker. All right, Scott, you're $2,000 away from the win.
We're going. We're playing.
All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. 15, 300, you did it.
By $20. Yeah.
Thank you, 420.
Yay.
I know. 420 coming in clutch, because otherwise I think you would have had to take one more spin. So, Scott, that's 50,000. We gave away 50,000 on the first show. Can you believe that? I love when that happens. So, Scott, all together in one day as champion, you've won yourself $58,000. Congratulations.
Yay.
And the best part is, he gets to do this again the next time we play. Alright, so Scott is a bonus round winner on our first show. So he beat Lucy, and somewhere in his cave, or I think Lucy's probably seething mad right now. So that'll probably give him all the more reason to try to dupe contestants out of money next time. But we're not going to have to worry about that until next time. But, Scott, you're coming back with that $58,000. We'll also have a new opponent for you. And, of course, if you want to get in on all this fun here on the Joker's Wild, then feel free to hop into the MVG Productions Discord where we tape this show. But you must be at least 18 years of age or older in order to be deemed eligible. All right, so that does it for us here on the Joker's Wild. We'll see you next time.
Mark sucks!
No, Nels. Nels, you sit down.
You make me, Canadian boy.
Nels, just because you didn't have to deal with those Canada questions.
I was gonna say, fuck you!
Are you a little salty like a cracker, eh?
No.
Well, he's just the actual can of salt.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
I have no idea what Russ's game is, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's make me rich, make me famous.
Yeah, you did play that. Yeah. A few weeks ago, you did play it.
Oh, did I? Shit.
Yeah.
I've got so much going on, it's like I'm disappointed.
Don't worry, Doug. You slept.
I would hope I did. Or imagine how droopy my eyes would be. I would look